Hey everybody, Ice Boy Slushy back with another video, and I'm so sorry it's taken me so long to get back to another video, but, you know, things come up. So in this video, I want to talk about you there, and your Fursona. So, let's get started. The main problem, not a problem, but the hardest part about being a furry, at least I think so, is deciding your Fursona. There's so many choices out there. There's so many species of animals, there's hybrids, there's original species, and oh my god, you know, just deciding a species is hard. Then you gotta decide the design, then you gotta do the colors, and then it's always like a name. So, there's so much that goes into making your Fursona. But what's right for you? I mean, sure, you can make the coolest looking Fursona you got. You can add like 50,000 wings and colors and horns and spots and fur and tails. Ugh, there's just so much to do, but when it comes to your Fursona, you want to make something that's unique to you. Your Fursona is a reflection of yourself, how you feel, how you may want to look, how you do look, and so on and so forth. It may take a couple of hours to make a Fursona. Heck, it could take months. Sometimes it even takes years to get a Fursona just right. Like, you could have your Fursona now, but maybe in like a week or two, or months, or years later, you completely change the design completely. And that's amazing. Fursonas keep changing, but you'll eventually get to the time where you figure out what's right, and you'll have an amazing, one-of-a-kind character. So your first Fursona's not gonna be your last Fursona. You're definitely gonna have a few. I give props to anyone who got their Fursona right in the very first try, and who still has it today, so good job, guys. Adopts are definitely a great way to get started on your Fursona, for sure. But the only thing is, with adopts, you see so many great character designs out there, sometimes it becomes a hoarding problem. Like I definitely have. So on Amino, if you guys don't use furry Amino, you totally should. Not sponsored. Anyway, there's so many adoptions and pages of adopts that are amazing, they're beautiful, and I just want to grab all of them. Like, you just get so into buying all these characters, and then they collect dust in like your little folder where you have all your Sonas hidden, because that's definitely where all of mine went. They're amazing characters, I love them, and I love their designs and everything, but they're not my Fursona, and they kind of just sit in a folder to look cool. Other than that, they don't really get used, which I'm really sad about. I'd love to make them my Fursona, but I don't connect with any of these characters on an emotional level. None of them really reflect how I want to look, how I look, how I act. They're just there for coolness purposes. Try not to get too many random characters, for sure, but, you know, I can't stop you, and if you want all the adopts that they have out there, definitely grab all of them you like. Grab as many as you like, as many as you want, and do with whatever you want with them. Even if they are just to look cool, just put them in your folder. They're really nice to have. And then, you know, it's hard to get attached to these random characters, or, you know, you want a Fursona so badly, you're like, oh, this adopt is cool, it looks nice, that's gonna be me, that's my Fursona. And then you get art of them, you get badges, you get like fursuit parts, or maybe even get a full-on fursuit. But because it's a random character, you have that risk of disconnecting with them very quickly. Like, I definitely have for a few of the adopts that I got, I got badges, I started on artwork, I started making fursuit parts for him, and then I got disconnected. And now I have to sell the character because I don't really want him anymore. But there goes, you know, the money I spent on a badge, definitely my own hard work that I put into making his tail and his artwork and badges. And now I gotta sell him. I mean, sometimes it's great because, you know, you can sell it for a pretty good amount of money depending on your buyer and the character. But that's the thing too, you kind of run the risk of never getting rid of that character and, you know, losing out on money because no one wants to buy them. It's sad, but it is a real thing that does happen. Same goes for if you want to get a fursuit of it. If you get disconnected with the character, then you gotta sell the fursuit. And, you know, most of the time, people sell the fursuit for cheaper than what they paid for it. Sometimes over, or the exact same price, depending on the quality, depending on how long it's been worn, things like that. But then you gotta sell your fursuit. It's either a little extra money you have, or, you know, money that you're never gonna get back. So either way, it's kind of a risk going with these random characters as opposed to making a persona. It's great to have a lot of characters, but your persona is a special character that reflects the wonderful person you are. So take some time to really think about your persona. Don't rush it. There's definitely no rush. I know everybody wants to get like a fursuit of their persona so quickly. I know I need to get a suit of my persona as well, but it's really worth it to take that time to develop your character. What are its likes? What are its dislikes? What does it like to do on the weekends? And when it's sad, what does it go out and do? When it's happy, how does it act? You know, you really want to get everything right before you kind of start jumping into getting persona related items such as fursuits, badges, artwork, etc. But it's worth it, because if I got a fursuit of my very first persona, I wouldn't be completely happy with it right now. He probably would have been sold by now. I kind of had to redo my persona like 4 or 5 times now. Five times now, because I just wasn't happy with the design. And like I said, even Slushy here is not my persona, but he's pretty cool to have. I might develop his character more. Maybe he will become my persona one day. Maybe he'll be for sale one day. Who knows? But for now, Slushy is here to stay. Anyway, I hope this kind of helps you with trying to figure out your persona, trying to figure out what you want to do, your species, everything, and so on and so forth. This is just a little something to let you know that you don't necessarily have to rush. You know, you can get a fursuit, you can get artwork, you can get everything in time. But it's really, really beneficial and extremely fun to make your persona your own persona. You know, it's a special character, it's not just a random character. And I think that's all I got for this video for this week. Again, sorry for the long wait, but I'll be back next week with another video, so stay tuned. And always be the weird one in the crowd, guys. Bye!
Press start.